Today is the most requested video ever on my channel, The World Changers channel, and I'm really excited to give it to you guys. This video is my setup video. This setup video is talking about everything, the software I use to the hardware I use, all of it, and just like the little things around in my room, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. A lot of you have been requesting it, so let's jump right into it. Today I got this, well actually not today, I got this ages ago, but this is a Breaking Bad cardboard poster. I've got it framed, very happy about that. I think it's glass, very cool. Now let's move over to my DVD cabinet. I just love DVDs. Let's start with the top. I won't go through all of them, but King of the Hill is one of my favorite TV series of all time. If you've guys seen King of the Hill, it is extremely funny. And then over here I got some Breaking Bad, more Breaking Bad. I bought the Blu-ray box set edition ages ago, but I really wanted the limited edition. They sold out for ages. I'm like, no, and then I ended up ordering it from the Amazon Canada. So we open this up here, and then we have a Breaking Bad complete series little booklet, and we got just random like DVDs and series. Very cool. I actually did an unboxing. I'll put a link in the description for that, guys. And then over here I have a DVD box set of Lord of the Rings. This was before Blu-rays were a big thing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get the DVD set, it's amazing. I haven't actually ever watched it, it's brand new. I got this cool little Lost character. Do you guys remember Lost? Like, how good was Lost? I really enjoyed it, and I got the Lost background over here, the actual DVD. And then right here I have hanging limited edition. I think this was probably the most stupidest thing I've ever purchased, to be honest. I paid like 110 bucks just for these dog tags for Battlefield and an extra map. Not the best limited edition I've ever purchased. And then on the second row, it's mainly Blu-rays on this sector right here. I know it's a dying thing, physical media, but I love physical media. It's just something cool about it, you know, opening it up, putting it into the Blu-ray player. Do you guys love physical media? I absolutely love it. I got a lot of random stuff like The Giver, Star Wars, and if you notice right here, I got a Blockbuster magnetic. I found this in my drawer ages ago. I'm like, oh, that's really cool because it's kind of an old thing. I think there's only one Blockbuster near me and the rest are pretty much closed. I have like different photos here in the back. This one I took in Hawaii. I took like a really nice photo. I was on this cruise and the waves were breaking and I just got that perfect shot and I loved it. And then this was a sunny day in Seattle. If anyone lives in Seattle, you guys know how much it rains there. It's absolutely insane. I absolutely love New York. I think New York is amazing. I've never been there, but it just looks so cool. And I got this from my grandmother. It's a New York coin. And then I just got like random stuff, you know what I mean, that has to do with New York. I screenshot that because I thought that was really cool. It came up in my news feed. And then over here, I had the same thing, but it's a little bit different. I got Cold Chisel. I just think Cold Chisel is an amazing Australian band. They are so cool, and I just thank Jesus for them to following me because it says they followed me on Twitter, and I think that's really cool because Jesus every day opens up doors for all of us. And Angels and Airwaves, the Blink-182 lead singer does Angels and Airwaves. They favored my tweet, and I'm like, whoa, so I wrote thank you Jesus as well on top of this little printout I did. And then ABC Music, ABC Australia Music followed me, so I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. So, and I put New York next to it as well, just something cool and something different, you know what I mean? TV series is all here. I put like my main stuff here, like my wallet, deodorant, glasses, keys, and a man bun if I need one. Now, if we come over here, I have the Juggernog edition box set. You guys have seen that. That will be a link in the description as well, guys. All in order of what I'm saying. And then also, I'll put a link in the description for an unboxing of these very rare YouTube albums. So these are pretty much all of them. I really like it. I'm going to show you guys my favorite ones. This one's one of my favorite ones because it's actually... Here is a Japanese VR headset that my brother bought me for Christmas. If you guys are not sure what this is, it's actually pretty amazing. And 3, 2, 1. Check that out, guys. It changes different colors and you don't do anything with it, you don't touch or anything, you leave it in the corner like that. Like, it just looks like a dinosaur egg, you know what I mean? And I just think it's so cool. Let's continue on with our room setup. I know you guys can't see me right now, but there we go. Oh, nearly missed it. Look at this, guys. This key is from Mob of the Dead. Went to Alcatraz in San Francisco and they were selling this as a little souvenir thing. I'm like, holy crap, this is from Black Ops 2, or was it Black Ops 2? Yeah, it was Black Ops 2. I'm like, this is amazing. And I'm so glad I purchased it. And then over here, I bought this from a garage sale. Probably was like 8 years old probably. And I just think it looks really, really cool and classic. I love that. And over here, some curtains. Sometimes I'll do a video like this, or actually more, I zoom it up a little bit and you guys can't see anything else except the black curtain in my face, and then I'll Photoshop my face and I will put it on top of Darth Vader's face or something like that for my thumbnails in my live streams, and I actually really enjoy making them using Photoshop. So that is what we have so far here. Now I want to show you guys my, actually we'll just show you this really quick. You guys may have seen this. And this is the actual Constitution. This is basically your rights in America. And I've got to get going. I've actually got to learn the Australian one, but still learning about it. Down here, we have bubblegum. But actually, guys, this bubblegum is nasty. I dropped the whole thing. I literally, I don't know what happened, it just all fell out. And I had to make the decision. Do I want it for looks or do I want it to actually eat? Because it was all over very dirty ground. I'm like, you know what, I just want it for looks. So I put the dirty I put the dirty bubblegum back in this. This is a little cardboard cutout of Family Guy. This is actually really cool. Back in, I think it was 2008, whenever it was released is when I picked it up. I saw this at the Blu-ray DVD store Sanity. I'm like, this is amazing, I have to try and pick it up. I think this is so cool. I went to the guy, I'm like, dude, could you possibly, I was like really young as well, I'm like, could you possibly call me when this is available to purchase? And he's like, hey dude, do you want to just get it? I'm like, really? Like I can just have it? And he's like, yeah man, go ahead, go for it. He goes, we're pretty much sold out of that stuff, we don't really need it anymore. I'm like, holy crap. Right here is a whole bunch of Call of Duty posters that I have won from EB Games. Going to the midnight releases. I remember that I was in line at EB Games and there was over 500 people in line. And they called my name out of everyone. I came in at like second or third. I think first place was winning the care package edition and they gave me the posters. I'm like, yes, this is absolutely great. Yeah, I got it. Anyway, this is a camera bag. You guys may have seen that. There's the inside. So you can adjust how you want it to look. This is my technology, guys. Birthday card from my mother, and it was actually a really cool birthday card. That was actually only like a year ago. And this is basically where I keep all my very important stuff. There's two yellow boxes here. This one is a yellow box full of cords that I rarely use, and then there's one in here that's just storage. And I put a white sheet over here so I could see everything, because we have some really small things. Like if you look here, this is a GoPro attachment to close the lid right there. And you should always have a white sheet on anything small. Right here is my old camera. This is the Canon EDS maybe? Or 550D. I'm not really sure. I've never been a professional about this, but this camera that I'm using, the G7X, from my experience of it, it looks really good, but there's some faulty problems with it that I'll probably talk about in another vlog. Here is the charger for this camera. This is the charger for the camera I'm using, and this is a backup charger. So this is the GoPro charger, and then this right here, this bad boy, I just purchased a couple days, actually I think it was like a week ago. Zoom H1, I really like this already. The microphone sounds pretty good, and I like it because I can record my computer for my radio show, so that is a high must for a DJ. Now this little thing, the Rode mic, is a little SmartLav microphone. You put this on like your little shirt like this, and then it looks amazing. If you don't know what this is like an HDMI port. So you plug your HDMI port to a TV and you plug this at the bottom of your iPhone, and whatever video you guys watch on your iPhone you can plug in and it will basically just stream to a TV. I always take this to hotels because hotels, they charge like 20 bucks for one movie that isn't really a new release. And iTunes is like $6.95. Now this right here, it's just a bag full of random attachments, and I got like little things in here like screws. Now this, if you guys have never seen, it's a little like a windscreen for the microphone, and you put it on top of any little camera, and it basically stops the wind from like damaging the audio. I really highly recommend it. People like Roman Atwood and Casey Neistat use this kind of thing for their camera. Let's continue on. This is a charger for AAA batteries for my headphones, which we'll get into a little bit later. And then right here is a Beats by Dr. Dre. I have it charged in here. This is pretty much all the chargers. It's just keeping everything charged. I just keep the Beats by Dr. Dre charged all the time. This right here is my modem. It is a Belong modem. This is my stereo speakers. Now this is connected to, over here, I'll just show you guys. It's connected to this thing right here. This is basically the receiver for this. And basically I can play music right into this, and that's my computer. This is a YouTube painting that I painted when I was, I think I was like, ooh, this would have been like ages ago. It was 2009. I did a lot of things in 2009. I just spray painted it orange, complete orange, and then I spray painted this whole thing black, and then it didn't come out well. Like, it came out white, but maybe it looks kind of nice like that. What do you guys think? And then over here is my collage of U2. Now this is like, I love this thing because I always forget the images and then I see them again, like, whoa, there's so much. Like, there's literally so much to look at. You got like Bono, you got Edge and Bono there, you got Bono there, Bono, and you got Larry. There's just so many things. And then over here I got some faces. I just cut the faces out. So it's something really, really nice to see when people come into my room like, whoa, look at that, that's cool. Over here, I picked this magazine up. It was the U2 Time magazine. I was so disappointed because I just got back from America. I'm like, no, I wanted to get a U2 Time magazine. And luckily, there was this very special newsagent that was selling Time magazine, because we don't have Time magazine in Australia. This right here, guys, is my Better Call Saul calendar. Just got little things. I've got like little goals here that I'm just crossing off. Just something fun. I always recommend having a calendar somewhere in your room so you can write down stuff. It's not the same putting it in technology. Now this right here, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it 1,000 times. Now I haven't taken every single photo of here. I've taken this photo of a tree in the sun in the hot Australian weather. I took this photo with the dog. I didn't obviously take this photo of New York, or this one of, I'm not 100% sure where this is. I think this was Iran or Afghanistan. I thought it was a really nice different side of Afghanistan. That's why I put that there. This one I took and I'm really proud of. I think it looks really, really cool with the shadow and the waves in the background and the rock. It just says a lot. I'd love to know what you guys think of that when you see it. Put it in the comments, your opinions and thoughts. This I didn't take. This one I took of a spider web. I think it looks really, really nice. Something different, you know? And it's just beautiful background, but there's no spider, you know? I just think that's cool. This is my profile picture that I'm probably gonna change in the future. Louis Armstrong, very talented artist in the 40s and stuff. This guy was so cool. I admire him so much. I didn't take this photo. Didn't take this photo, but this is another New York photo. I just love New York. I think it looks really, really powerful and beautiful. Just look at that, just moving. That one I really like. I think it's pretty cool. Something different in London. And then I did take this shot right here of the waves crashing. Over here I have TWNL. It's a little bit covered up, but TWNL, the world needs love. You guys know what it is. Now over here, the Juggernog limited editions cards. I put 2 of those there, and then I put the Black Ops 2 limited edition coins in the middle, and then I printed out a Black Ops 3 you know, main photo cover in the background on A4 paper, and that's what we got out of it. And I think it looks really nice, and it is on top of my Juggernog. Guys, it's the best limited edition ever because it's useful, you know, there's a bar fridge in there. Anyway, I'll open it up so you guys can see inside. Excuse me. Oh my god. Let's put this to the side, yeah? There we go. If you guys see, this is just the cards, and in here, that is the coasters. I always keep this coaster right there for my drinks, and I just leave this stuff in here because I don't really use the fridge, to be honest, because it's not like a necessary thing at this stage, but it's nice to have it. And right next to it I have jelly beans. Same thing with the bubble gum, that these jelly beans are dirty but they look nice. But this is my Juggernog edition. It's gotten over 28,000 views on my channel. Have you ever wanted to make Juggernog drinks that you can actually drink. Link will be in the description if you guys want to know how to make this drink. Over here is a classic phone, but it makes a really modern sound, so that's okay. But I wish I could move it around. It only just pushes buttons like the old days, like doo doo. These are my hard drives, and this one has 128 gigabytes, and this is probably going to be used for movies. Now this hard drive right here is for my editing software, and I always highly recommend keeping every footage you guys ever made, anything you've ever filmed, not necessarily like say gaming or live streaming, but something personal, say vlogging, something that you might have a good memory of. I would highly recommend keeping it in storage if you guys can. I know that it is a bit expensive. This thing right here was $148 for 2 terabytes. It's pretty expensive in my opinion, but it's worth keeping it for your memories. This right here is a portable backup drive. This is where I back up my computer. This is a non-portable where I back up my computer as well. I have 2 different backups. This one's for when I'm on the go. Now, this right here is also really cool. Let me go ahead and turn the light off. Let me show you. So just under here, there's a switch that's run by batteries. Check that out. How cool is that? Let's turn this light off for a sec. Look at that, that's pretty awesome. It reminds me of space, just like that one over there. This is another calendar. This is a desk calendar, and it actually turns into a postcard. This is a photo frame that I got from, my brother purchased this in Seattle, and he gave it to me at a market. Now this is, I'm not sure if this was like a hand-drawn thing or what, but it looks so nice. I hate Starbucks, by the way, can't stand them. They're completely, just, their morals are just out in the window. Don't like Starbucks, but this was before Starbucks became crazy, and I think that this is a really nice capture of the modern day society of coffee. Love it. This is a clock that I got ages ago. Trust in him at all times. They're talking about Jesus, and it's really true. Guys, Jesus is amazing. He will open up so many doors, and you'll understand those doors when you talk to him a lot. It's just so cool. Absolutely love Jesus. It's so cool. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's get on to the really expensive stuff of my room. These are my Bose headphones. These things, whoops, these things are absolutely amazing. They run by batteries, unfortunately, for the noise cancelling. They do tend to lose a bit of bass when you get really loud, but they're more for the people that really just enjoy the instruments. You know, you really hear the individual instruments. It cuts out so much stuff. At this stage in the technology market, those things are great. Love them. Now over here, these are my most popular games that I play. The only games I really play is this one, Star Wars Battlefront and Call of Duty Black Ops. This is the beast of a machine. This is the BenQ, and yes, I forgot the name of the BenQ. I forgot what it is, but a link will be in a description for you guys to check out that unbox. That's that cord I was talking about. So this is it. This is what it looks like. I really like it because there's a lot of my friends have to get glasses or eye drops or a lot of random stuff to make sure their eyes don't bleed or something so they can play. But they don't realize that the reason their eyes hurt so much is because it's blue LED lights. And this monitor really minimizes the blue LED lights so that it protects your eyes, and you don't have to get glasses necessarily because you're burning your eyes with blue LED lights. 5 stars, I don't see any problems with it. It looks really nice. Now this is how I live stream, guys. So I have my chair here and I have the camera there, and I basically just talk to you guys right here. It's connected to the PlayStation, which we'll get to in a moment. I love talking to you guys live. It's awesome. This is my PVR. We'll get to that in just a moment because the fun stuff is behind the desk. This is The Walking Dead. I have The Walking Dead 11 volumes. To be honest, I've only read up to 4 volumes. This is the software I use. I use Final Cut Pro for editing. I'm thinking about changing that to Premiere, and I think that's what it's called. And I use Photoshop at this stage. This thing right here is insane. This is a beast. Let's say I wanted to erase the white part of this box. I get my pen and then I just draw. You see that, guys? How cool. Highly recommend it if you're a Photoshop person because it really makes things a lot easier. But software I use is, not Google. Actually, I do use Google, but I use Photoshop, Final Cut Pro, and I use Handbrake to compress the files so you guys can watch it without using up a lot of your data, because if you don't compress your files, it's a bigger data usage for you guys. Anyway, let us continue. So we have right here a candle. Actually, I love candles. I think they're amazing. But if you guys can see here, this is the PlayStation, right? So this is connected to the PlayStation 4, and there's different HDMI cables. So each one connects to one. So one's a PS3, one's a PS4, which is that one, and then one's an Xbox One. They connect into this. This one actually goes into the monitor over here, and then this one goes into the HD PVR, and then the USB of the HD PVR goes into the computer, and then that is how I record everything if I ever make a video. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't actually used it in like a month and a half. I was using the PVR for nearly 2 years, and I only had 140 subscribers. When I used the live stream on the PlayStation, we jumped to 1,000 subscribers. So it doesn't really matter. You don't really need to purchase an HD PVR. You can just go ahead and live stream, unless you want to do something a little bit different where you're not just like live streaming, where you're editing gameplay and doing crazy trick shots. This is the HD PVR 2. A link will be in the description, but there are newer ones out there. So make sure you guys do your homework if you want to get an HD PVR. So that's how I record. This is an HDMI splitter, by the way. This lets me record anything without any security coding, so that's really cool. Like, I could record Apple TV with no problem. And this is the Xbox Limited Edition Advanced Warfare. Absolutely crazy cool, but I don't actually use this thing at all. I've kept it this long because I wanted to see if they're going to bring out backwards compatibility for the Black Ops 1. The PlayStation 3. This is the PlayStation 3. Now I have it reversed. Now the reason I have it reversed is because this thing plugs into this. This thing right here is the Astro receiver for the Astro headset. I use the Astro's A50 wireless, but it can be wired if you want. Some people are like, oh, I want to buy it wired because it's better, but the wired version can be connected to this thing in a second. It's just a thicker wire, so that's the only concern. This is the PlayStation 4. And I alternate between these two, and these are the best headsets I've ever purchased. I've had it since 2010, since Black Ops 1, and I've never broken them. Like, they've just lasted this long. The sound on the thing has gone loose a couple times. This right here is the PlayStation Limited Edition control. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it, and a lot of people don't like to open it because it's a limited edition. But in my opinion, guys, we're all gonna be dead in 100 years at max, probably. I mean, unless you're really special and you live to like 120. So why not open up the limited editions? Because it's just so cool. Why not open it? It's amazing. This is the Death Adder mouse. This thing's so beast, especially playing Minecraft, because 2 buttons on the side. I don't want like 50 buttons. I just want 2 buttons that I can really strategize and use really well. Over here, guys. So here's my drawers of just random stuff, but I always leave paper and I always leave a pen. There you go, you guys can see, always near me. If you ever have like a desk or in your room, always have a pen and paper near you so you can write something down. Or if you're like me, I like to just write stuff down on my phone or put it in my reminders. But sometimes I like to think of an invention and then I draw it or something crazy, you know, and that is why I always have paper and a pen near me. Up here is, just above my DVD cabinet, is all the boxes of what I've purchased. Like, I got the Call of Duty Ghost, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings chest. This thing is absolutely funny as. Check this out. Is this change? Disappointments. Lols. Or check this one out. Take 2 and call me a socialist in the morning. This is something that is really close to my heart right here. My brother had a friend and he was obsessed with Lord of the Rings back when we were very young, like when I was 6 years old. And he just gave me these 2 things. And I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. This is absolutely crazy. And I've loved them ever since. And I've tried to look after them. I mean, they're pretty dirty because I used to play with them. Were you guys ever the kind of kid that just played with your toys all the time and like they would always have a missing arm or hand, and then later on they became really rare? That's pretty much what I did as well, and I still do that with all that stuff. The Xbox One there, we got the Astros there, Death Adder, just a whole bunch of boxes. Oh, do you guys remember this? Who remembers this, and did you guys play it on Game Boy Advance? Road Rage, The Simpsons. I thought that was so cool. That game was so much fun. I actually, by the way, my beanie fell off. Yeah, looks good. Someone actually stole my Game Boy Advance Simpsons Road Rage. My brother found it at a cash converter store or some sort of random store, and he purchased it and he's like, hey man, I just found it. I'm like, oh my god, shout out to you. Josh, this thing right here, mom or grandma purchased it for me, and it's a cookie jar, and I don't know. Yeah, he usually makes a noise, guys, and yes, there is a foot missing. I'm sure it's somewhere, it is somewhere in the house, but you see here he has speakers, and he always laughs or if he says something. And I remember putting cookies in there, and I would open it up, and my mom would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm eating cookies," and then she's like, "Oh, okay." And then right here, guys, I bought this from Blockbuster ages ago when Blockbuster was doing well. It was just a Friends bag, and I just like, holy crap, I love Friends, and there's something in here. I didn't think anything was in here. What is it? Oh, check it out. Look at that. There we go. Problem solved. SpongeBob's foot. We rescued it. There is one more thing that I'm sure a lot of you guys would be like, wait a minute, you're a gamer, World Changer, so where's your games? Of course. It is down here in a Call of Duty bar fridge. EB Games back in 2010 was giving 10 of these away around Australia. Someone sold theirs on eBay to some dude, and that dude sold it to another dude, and then I bought it from that dude, thinking this bar fridge would be working, and it doesn't. It's way too warm. The guy sold me a dud. He goes, "Yeah, man, everything works fine." But I'm like, it's worth it. It's got like the Black Ops 3 thing there and there. So I'm like, if it doesn't work, I'll put my games in there. I got my random PlayStation 2 games. I got my Xbox games and my PlayStation 3 and 4 games. Here I have the DS game. Got so many fun games. Prince of Persia. Do you guys remember Prince of Persia? Or Spider-Man. Which one's this? Some games I didn't even know. I remember when I first purchased this, it was like for those of you that don't know, I was actually homeschooled. So but I was actually homeschooled, and it was this homeschooling convention where everyone just sold random stuff. We sold cookies and cakes and stuff like that. But this one kid was selling a whole bunch of random stuff, and he had this one game, and this game was so, I can't even rate it. Do you guys know what that game is? But it was damaged, and he's like, "Why don't you just try it? If you like it, buy it." And I bought it for like $2, and it was so fun. It was so confusing. I hated it, but I loved it. We have King Kong. This game was so much fun. I forgot about this game. It looks practically brand new. Wow, this game. And remember, you had to go to open it. That was pretty cool. Then we had DS game, Mario Kart. If you had a DS, you had a Mario Kart game, of course. And then we had, oh, I love this game, absolutely love it. I'm having memories right now. The Incredibles, guys. I love the movie and I love the game. Prince of Persia was the #1 game I played most of the time. Prince of Persia was first, then The Incredibles, and then SpongeBob. SpongeBob the movie, that was the other game that I absolutely loved playing. And then over here, I have this Kellogg's Game Boy, never been opened, tried to sell it for 50 cents and I couldn't sell it, so I'm gonna wait 30 years and make 10 bucks. And over here, guys, I have just like random stuff. Game Boy Advance charger, my brother's Game Boy I look after, and then my Game Boy. And then this thing was cool. This is where you play together, you connected the Game Boy Advances together. That thing was absolutely awesome. Then I bought this Xbox 360 for backwards compatibility. And for Black Ops 2, even though they haven't announced it yet. And then this, I bought the steel case, which I'm really happy about. But that's pretty much everything, guys. I really quite like it. And you know what? I'm gonna quickly turn this on really quick and show you guys a little panoramic view. Would you look at this? Light bulb there. We got that over there. We got the candle there. We got the PlayStations there. And this is, guys, this was a long video, but I really enjoyed showing you guys. But this is the first setup video I've ever done, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Oh, there's one more thing I didn't show you guys. Oh my god, before we go. This is another Looney Tunes photo album, and over here is a U2 limited edition vinyl. I don't think there's anything that I've missed. Oh my god, one more thing. My mom bought this for me when I was like 12 years old, and she wanted me to put it on the keys, but I thought I'm gonna add it to art. See, so it's right there. Anyway, now this is the end of this setup video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like. So put it in the comments, guys, what did you think of this video? I'd love to know. And share this on Facebook, Twitter. That's all I wanted to say for now. As always, the world needs love. I'm not ready to stop.